Hi guys, this is my setup. I've got a Ford F-250, 6.2 liter gas engine. I bought about in 17 brand new before I even thought of doing this business, and it's worked out pretty good. Got a Kaufman 35-foot 2-car trailer, single tires, the Rams back there. I'm picking up this Toyota Land Cruiser from Sanford Ford. It's going up to Raleigh, North Carolina. Picked it up in the Odessa here in Sanford. It's pretty dead. There's no other car haulers here. But got to pick up one more in Orlando, and then I'm going to head back home to Daytona Beach, spend the night, and probably hit the road about 2 a.m. so I can get up there to North Carolina, drop two, and pick up the other two before dark and before I run out of hours. I forgot my little mount there so I could do a time lapse of loading this, but maybe tomorrow. Okay, got my second vehicle picked up, a Ford Explorer Expedition, I'm sorry. And they're both going up North Carolina. I am in Orlando now. I'm going to go home, spend the night, hit the road early in the morning because I done burn half the day off picking up. So we'll talk to you later. It's 3:30 a.m. Left a little bit ago. I'm heading up to Raleigh, North Carolina, drop one, then shoot over to Wilmington, drop one, another off, and pick up two. Got an early start, so I can get up there kind of early. One's at an IAA, so I have to get there before they close. That way, get unloaded, get loaded for my return trip. Get a couple miles behind me and stay at a hotel for the night and get an early start tomorrow. So we are on the road. It's nice. It's 67 degrees. Outside of Jacksonville, Florida. Okay, we are just about to go into Georgia. Been on the road an hour and a half. It's one state down, 3 more to go. As soon as I get halfway across the bridge here, be Georgia state line. Two up, one's paying $600, one's paying $500, so $1,100 trip and 540 miles, I think it is, 543, something like that, to Raleigh. We'll drop it off, and then I got to backtrack about 110 miles to Wilmington area to drop the second one off, but the other two I'm picking up the returner in that same area, so heading up to Raleigh. Alright, we knocked out another state. We're now in South Carolina, and it is 6:30 a.m. so I've been on the road about 3.5 hours, and we got 310 miles to go. So we'll be up there about 11:30, 12 o'clock. Knocked out. Here we go. It is 8 a.m. Been driving about 5 hours and halfway through South Carolina. Got a Buc-ee's up here in about 58 miles up here in Florence. It'll be close to my mileage here. I got about 68 miles to empty. Hopefully I make it up there to fill up. Been a foggy morning. Sun's starting to burn it off now, but it's a nice ride. But this I-95 through South Carolina is miserable. I mean, they have got potholes, they've got cracked asphalt or concrete, and, I mean, it'll bang you to death. So come on, South Carolina, let's get some of that infrastructure money and Buc-ee's in Florence, about 5 miles to empty in my tank. I'm gonna take a break here, get some fuel, go in and get me a soda, maybe something to eat, and get back on the road. Up ahead there is south of the border, which puts me 1 mile from my destination state, and I'm 110 miles from Raleigh. I've never been over to that place. It's like a big old truck stop, entertainment, amusement park. May have to swing by there. And right now we are entering North Carolina, fourth state of Benin today. And it is 9:45. Told people I'd be there at 11 o'clock. So just going to keep on riding, keep on down the line. Talk to you in a little while. Okay, back on the road. Dropped off the Toyota Land Cruiser. I didn't video it because I was in a hurry. I told them I'd be there at 11. I got there about 11:15. Construction in the area, so I was just trying to get in and out quick. But got that one dropped off in Raleigh. I'm heading over to Castle Hayne, North Carolina. It's back towards the east part, close to Wilmington. 120 miles. So I'm going there to an IAA, pick up probably a wrecked out car, who knows, they're always trash out of there, but I'm gonna move this Expedition back to the rear, let them load that junker on the front, then go drop off the Expedition, which is probably about, I think it's like 32 miles past the IAA at a dealer, and then come back about 30 miles and pick up
in 1.5 miles, turn right at exit 16 onto I-40
or
East.
Pathfinder, I'm sorry, Pathfinder, going back, and the wrecked IAA car and the Pathfinder are both going to Jacksonville, Florida, so I'll get all these taken care of, get loaded, drive as far as I can, find me a hotel to stay at for tonight, time it, get up early so I can hit Jacksonville about 9 a.m. when these businesses open up, and drop these last two off. Then I'll go on home and spend the day on the computer looking for loads for tomorrow. I will try and video the next location. Okay, didn't post no videos of loading and unloading the last two because I was in a hurry, but this Toyota's going back to Jacksonville, Florida, and just picked up this Pathfinder up here in North Carolina, both North Carolina, but this, I'm at Marine Chevrolet, which is right outside the gates of Camp Lejeune. And we are loaded. We're going to get back to I-95, find a hotel for the night, shut it down, and head south in the morning. We're both going to Jacksonville, Florida, hopefully right by each other. Whew, it's been a long day.
12 miles, keep right onto NC-24 West.
Alright, heading west back towards I-95. I was right outside Camp Lejeune gates. Remember, don't drink the water. I have 481 miles to drop first car off. Get me a hotel tonight, get up early, hit the road. About 6.5 two off and head home, or I'll look a little bit later, see if there's something from Jacksonville going down to the Daytona area. Alright, once the sun comes up, I'll get more videos out. Alright, about to go with the Savannah River and be back in Georgia. It is a foggy morning. It's 9 o'clock and the sun hasn't burned this fog off yet. Glad to get out of South Carolina. 2-lane interstate throughout the state is brutal. Okay, going through Savannah here. I'm going to break down the route, and I have enough fuel to get home now. One vehicle paid $600 going up to North Carolina. The other paid $500 for a total of $1,100 going up there. And I've got two coming back. One is $550 and one is $450. So that's $1,000. So total trip I'll make $2,100, and I just filled up, got enough to get home, and I've used $430 in fuel. So I'll make roughly $1,700 on this trip profit. And I'm gonna try and look here in a little bit on Central, find me a couple out of Jacksonville going down towards Orlando or something like that. Help me out with my fuel cost for this trip, try and make up for that. So, but two-car trailer, so a couple of trips like that a week, not too bad. Do a lot better with a 3, but I really don't like to go multiple states away. Virginia, as far north as I go. Occasionally out to Texas, but I've been to Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, all that area. Tennessee a lot. And going up to Nashville area is not too bad, but I'm not a big fan of going through Chattanooga and all those mountains and stuff. It seems like a little rough with your vehicle. But, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I will show a video when I'm unloading these vehicles here in a little bit, and let you know if I found a couple of cars heading out of Jacksonville. We'll keep you posted here shortly. Back in Florida finally, the Sunshine State. Woo! 34 miles to drop the first one off. Then you gotta go across town, drop the second one off. And 2, I'm looking at going down to Orlando from Jacksonville. Get a little bit of break and I'll call back. I hate it when post loads but nobody answers the damn phones. That'll cover a little bit of fuel. One's paying 160, one paying 150. I think it's 100 miles. Let's see here. Yeah, I live in Daytona, so it's not too far. Since I'm in the area and it's still early in the day, I might as well pick up 2 and take on down there and make another $310 since I'm going that way anyway. If there's $1 to be made, you need to go out and get it. So if you don't, somebody else will. Okay, dropped off second vehicle here in Jacksonville. I wanted to video it, but It was offloaded with a forklift. I had to park on the sidewalk back there at the business on this road here. So I was kind of like trying to get it unloaded and get out of there real quick before cars came along.
In 1/10 of a mile, turn left onto Edgewood Avenue South.
A potential customer here in Jacksonville. I don't know why any business never answers their phone when you call and call and call and call. I guess that vehicle then to be transported down to Orlando isn't that important to them if nobody answers their phone. So I'm not going down there for one, so if I couldn't get them both, I'm just heading home. We will talk to you later. About 30 miles from home, stuck in a little traffic jam. It's rubbernecking. You can see over here in this other lane a semi-jackknifed Target truck. And it looks like somebody went to avoid him and flipped over there in the trees. Oh, brutal. Look at that, rip that trailer wide open. It's full of potatoes too. Boy, that's gonna be shut